Hello to everyone. I welcome you and I thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to listen to a random person on the internet talk about something related to World of Warcraft, whether it may or may not be affecting you. Now, I fully expect that hardly anybody that watches this video is going to know who I am. That is perfectly fine. I am not a big name on YouTube with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but I go by the name Mirai, and I'd like to take a moment to talk to you all about multiboxing. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, I would say that the current day definition of multiboxing is the act of playing multiple characters across multiple accounts at the same time, assisted through means of either software, hardware, or both. This is not a new concept. It has been around for quite some time at this point, well over a decade, and it is allowed in many MMOs on the market today, including World of Warcraft. Just a little background on me. I have been playing World of Warcraft since it went retail back in 2004, and I've been multiboxing it off and on since early 2009, so almost 7 years now. I thoroughly enjoy, in addition to playing solo, I thoroughly enjoy the multiboxing playstyle. However, myself, as well as others in the multiboxing community, we fear that our unique playstyle could very well be in the jeopardy thanks to a select few individuals who, unfortunately, also happen to multibox. Recently, there has been a very bright and very negative light focused directly at multiboxers, large-scale multiboxers to be specific, and they seem to be causing more harm than not. Now, for the record, the scale that we're referring to here is anywhere between 15 to 40 accounts and potentially more. While this is very disruptive at times, it's quite unheard of, and some even consider it to be abuse of the playstyle itself. Now, there are plenty of rumors and accusations flying around about what is actually happening with these individuals in question, as well as what might be happening to the multiboxing playstyle itself. Of course, no one outside of Blizzard has all of the information. I'm certainly not going to sit here and pretend that I do, but I'm here to ask that if the multiboxing playstyle is under review due to the actions of a few disruptive large-scale multiboxers, that any changes made to it not adversely affect the small-scale multiboxing playstyle. Now, I completely understand that Blizzard has never directly supported multiboxing. When talking to others about the playstyle, I always use the phrase tolerated but not supported. And I realize that more or less asking indirectly for support at some level. However, we as players, we can only police our own to an extent. We can tell people how to play. We can tell people how to act. We can suggest what types of behavior to avoid, right? But in the end, we can't force anyone to do any of that. People will do what they want, especially in a world of anonymity. And people who act a certain way, well, they act that way because they want to, regardless of how anyone else may be affected. Clearly, there are rules in place to stop that, but it's no secret that toxic people will be toxic no matter whether they're multiboxing or not. And I feel, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, I feel that their toxicity should be dealt with on a per-player basis, whether it's for harassment, constant repeated griefing, zone disruption, the cause of server instability, or whatever else may be taking place. Now, I obviously cannot speak for the entirety of the World of Warcraft community, but I think it's fair to say that most players, multiboxers included, would not agree with or endorse what has supposedly been happening over on the US server Emerald Dream as of late. Having been part of the multiboxing community for as long as I have, I can say with 100% certainty that the vast majority of multiboxers in any game multiboxed today have no desire to grief or harass or bother anybody else. We're just normal people and we just want to play the game. People enjoy the multiboxing playstyle for plenty of harmless and non-disruptive reasons. You know, anything from the challenge that it brings to the fact that someone's schedule or even real-life situation may just not allow for your everyday definition of standard gameplay. So again, I'm asking that the actions of a few do not result in the many losing their favorite playstyle in perhaps their favorite game. That's all I've got. Thank you for your time.